Good day. Hello. Oh, hi. Hello. Hey. What's up? Oh, what? People have... What? Punky, thank you so much for the 33 months. GTM, thank you for the 52 months. And Vidane, thank you for the 16 months on the starting screen. On the starting screen in 2024? Outrageous. I cannot believe that this has happened. Thank you so much. It's so generous. Hey, everyone. So much violence. And Louis! Full violence. Chat, hold on. I forgot to fucking put socks on. Saved. You're welcome. I'm a feminist. Have you read feminist literature? Can't call yourself a feminist if you haven't read feminist literature. Actually, did you read? Because if you haven't read, then you fail. Actually, our timeout corner is also feminist. If you saw what I was doing right now, chat, you would laugh so fucking hard. But I cannot explain. It's been a long day, and I am not with it at all. If I'm being real. I have done about 5 hours of driving. That's too many hours of driving, but nobody tried to kill me today. So that's great. Also, chat, not today, Satan. Shaky! You're prime too. I'm not getting off the starting screen unless we get to a level 100 hype train. That's right. That's right. That's the kind of gal I am now. I'm joking. I am going to put lip gloss on though. Because that's smart actually. Your delulu too? Is it like Subway Girl levels of delulu then? Or no? Or no? We doubled this one, TikTok girl now. Oh, we dubbed this one. Wait, we dubbed this one as in like, you have a girlfriend? Vidane! Oh my god.
Dane_ gifted a tier 1 sub to
Thank
crew
you for
mind.
allowing me to not experience failure this week yet. You're the best. You're my new favorite chatter. Everybody else sucks. There is no failure for me this week. That's right. We only win, win, win no matter what. Sorry, that's so embarrassing. I don't want to jinx it. That's why I prefer to be delulu. But what delulu way are you in? Like, are you just in DMs? Or, like, what's going on here? I'll enjoy my 5 minutes of favoritism. You should. You should. You should enjoy your 5 minutes. You should do that. Chat, I look like I've been swung around on a clothesline like a bag of goon. And yes, I do picture the rest of you not sucking because that's weird, but also like bags of goon being flung around on a clothesline. And I do understand if you're not an Australian, that probably doesn't have the same visceral meaning to you, but you know, how do I put it this way? She's a Pisces and she's not the biggest fan of texting and it's a long distance. But we do communicate. How do you communicate? Is it through carrier pigeon or hello party hardy? Everybody else, good day, good Tuesday, good Real Talk Tuesday. I have had a very productive, very good day, but I am also losing it. Is goon related to internet gooning? I don't know what internet gooning is, but goon in Australia is cheap boxed wine. Wait, ask the question again. Do you communicate via carrier pigeon? Pixel, look. I got you an ice block. Come on. There you go. Now sit down. Look. There you go. Now sit down on your bed and lick your ice block, and that will help with your temperature. See, you're a good girl. You want to see? Chat. You can see. Hold on. Oh, thigh. I put an ice block in a tea towel on her bed. Pixel, sit down. Pixel, sit down. Can you see the ice block? Sit down. Look at me. I look like a gremlin. I'm just trying to show you my cute dog, all right? And I look like
gift. D.
It's not okay. Salty, 32 months. Thank you so much. So grateful. Thank you. 32 months later. Did you like that, chat? It's hot here today. It's 31 degrees. And we've had a big day. Fiery getting in on the hype that there's so much of. I see you're all very excited to see me thriving. Fiery, thank you for the 100 biddies. Hello, Love Saber. Welcome on in. Hello, Haifa. Restream is boasting about your engagement. I know, I'm so good at life. Thriving. I actually have lots of conversations for us today. I too went on a walk just before. I think Pixel's a bit hot, but it was cool enough. Just 27 degrees. Pixel got engaged. Yes. Yes, I did. I'm getting married. The secret's out. It's true. Engaged. Yep. To be wed. Today. Callie. On my engagement day as well. 2 years. Thank you so much. 2 years and a sneaky tier 3. Billionaire oil baron obtained. To Draco. 17 boyfriends in shambles. I don't even know where this came from. Where did this come from? I am going to a wedding this weekend. It's not mine. Sorry to break everybody's hearts. Oh, you said chat engagement. I am going to a wedding. I am not even going to a wedding. I'm in a wedding. That's right. I'm in a wedding. I'm in a wedding. I could catch the flowers. I feel like potentially one of the girls who might want to get married very soon should catch the flowers. Like a couple of our friends actually have boyfriends who are real. I have so many real boyfriends. Anyway, wait, how else are you supposed to get married? Well, by going, I'm in the wedding that I'm going to. But do you think it's going to be a fun wedding? Well, chat, let me show you something. Now, as I am in the wedding, I got my nails did today. I did not choose my nails for the wedding today, but just to give you an idea. Look how cool. Look how cool. Aren't they cool? Aren't they fun? Aren't they cool and fun? They are textured. I know, look, these two are textured. Isn't that so fun? Isn't it so fun? You'll see. You'll see at some point, I assume. I've already caught a bouquet in my life. Didn't work. But I did catch a bouquet. I have done that. I was the chosen one. Catching the bouquet is real. That's why tall girls have a higher chance of getting married. Wow, I will not take... What is this short girl slander? Why you gotta be mean to me? It's my first stream of the week and you're being mean to me. I'm too tired. I'm too tired to take shit from anyone, okay? I really am. I am doing how you are 6 feet. It's true, I am very tall. This is a kind of random question, but I noticed you have a different microphone settings for when you're singing versus talking. Would you mind saying what's different about the singing? I put reverb on. I put a little bit of echo. Not echo, reverb. Just a little bit of reverb. I do. I press the reverb button because for singing it just like drags out the notes just a little bit and it sounds like it just makes singing sound a little bit fuller than talking. You're very welcome, Zen. I've had a very big day. Chat, do you know what though? This morning, I walked out of my mother's house with, wait for this, homemade bread from my sister and bone broth from my mum with mushrooms in it and shit. I don't even fucking know. It's a different brand. Apparently, it's some swanky brand. I know, I'm so spoiled. I'm so spoiled. Like, what? I did it. I did not do the Westgate. Nope. Bone broth just sounds macabre. Okay. I used to think bone broth sounded macabre too, and then I watched Alone. Now I am far more conscious about attempting to eat as ethically as possible, but I'm also not. I'm not. Look, I'm complicated. I'm complicated. Do you want me to show you the brand? It has to stay in the fridge, but I can show you. Focus. What the fuck? Why won't it? Oh. Anyway, my body's a temple now. If you notice me extra thriving soon, this is probably why. It's so nice though. It's very thick, so what you do is you put a spoon of it with some hot water. You use like a teaspoon or whatever. It's not like you put like a spoon. Vic, thank you for the 38 months. I'm not thriving, but again, we just fake it till we make it. Don't think I've ever had it, but I love the idea of it. I've never had it either, but I had it at my mum's twice while I've been going there for my mental illness holidays. And I liked it. So it feels a bit funny, but part of me is kind of like, I like the idea that products exist that don't waste shit. Does that make sense? I am seeing so much overconsumption. It's so bad. It's really bad at the moment. Hey!
Never find such good goop.
67 months in this channel receiving all my protein needs. Bone broth
Goop.
may not actually contain bones from a brothel.
I love that you threw protein in there. Famis, 67 months. My goodness. Oh, is it tier 2 date? I don't think it's tier 3 or tier 2 day or anything like that. I don't think so. Thank you so much though. There has been 2 of them. I'm so spoiled. I'm so grateful. Thank you. It's goop day. Such good goop. What was I gonna say? What? Hi Tamsin. Would you look at the new overlay? Bet this rolled together in 5 minutes with minimal effort. I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean by that? Tamsin, I've been so mentally ill. Not all is definitely not well, but I'm doing okay. My thumb is broken and I can't see anyone. I have a subluxation of my thumb and I can't even see somebody until June. And I have no idea how I did it, but it's been like that a while. So that was funny. I should be getting kicked out of my apartment, but I haven't heard anything. So I'm just going to stay here until I get kicked out, I suppose. I don't know. There's a lot going on. A lot going on. Just saying, I remember, I was here when we were tweaking the Bible. Oh, you weren't giving me shit. You were being funny. Fine. I forgive you. Maybe you've been saying g'day with a thumbs up too much and it's an RSI break. That would be funny. It could be true. An ironic 5 minutes of effort. That is so me. Hi, kiddo. Keen for the next Girl Dozer app? Friday. I have all the Girl Dozer apps, including the Patreon edit, which is fucking good and involves a conversation with my father. So if you want to support Girl Dozer still and you want to see, you better get on that Patreon shit. But yeah, everything, the edits are done. I've just got to upload them. And yeah, they come out Friday. So you get streams from me Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You get Girl Dozer on Friday. I would say the Patreon app will go up Saturday. And then Sunday I'm not here, but then I'm back Monday night from the wedding. So you won't have to go too far without. You started working for an animal shelter and you adopted a puppy named Rusty? That's so wholesome. Good for you, BF. It's a big dozer weekend. It's a big dozer weekend. Your hair is giving mentally healthy. Look, do you know the greatest thing that has happened to my hair? My fringe growing out from my traumatic haircut. And even though she absolutely just chopped the shit out of my hair, now when it grows, like, look how thick it looks. Like, my hair looks thick and healthy. Like, there ain't no extensions in here whatsoever. But if it keeps growing now, toss. Do you know what I mean? So we're on the way up. We're on the way up. We might have hit rock bottom. I don't want to say that, because what if I haven't hit rock bottom? Like, what if it's still, what if I haven't? What if, like, that wasn't rock bottom? Do you know what I mean? That's nerve-wracking. It probably was, though. Blue is nice on you. Do you know what? Blue really does suit me. I think it's because I got blue eyes. I'm not sure, but it suits my coloring. I agree. Blue, I like wearing blue. I like wearing brown most of the time. Like, I like the way brown looks on me too for some reason. I'm not sure. Black can be a little bit too harsh on me sometimes, I think. Hi, Nomadic. How you doing? A dark brown or a light brown? Any brown. No, not like, not, what do you call it? Not like a taupe, because I'm too pale. And then I just look like naked skin. It looks wrong. Have you got any Bitcoin?
This is a full-blown house deposit, so...
Hey, agent, thank you for the 25 months of free willingly giving me your money on the internet. Yeah, I'm not a beige girly. I'm not a huge fan of beige. I have a little bit of Bitcoin, but also I had a mental illness streaming break, so I withdrew some of it. And by the way, it was a few $100s. I'm not rich, but I did have a little bit of Bitcoin that was sent to me by the community back in the days when people were taking like crypto donations and shit. A few people sent me crypto, and that's the only crypto I've ever really had. How are you going? How was Taylor? Taylor was the highlight of my life. Still can't believe it happened. So far, Bitcoin is being halved again this year. What does that mean? I don't know. Chat, crypto feels like it's used for scams. Even if a certain crypto does come out and do really well, every time it is just jumped on by cronies and predators who are just trying to make money off vulnerable people. And there will be people who profit. There will be so many people, the people who get in early on whatever fucking dodge shit coin it'll fucking be, right? There will be people that profit, and then there will be all of the people who buy the NFTs off creators on the internet who make big promises but actually transfer all of their profits to a crypto gambling website where they can hide the money from the tax office. But like, I mean, what would I know? What would I know? Just be careful. Just be careful. People will make money. People will make money off crypto. It might not be you. It's not tax evasion, it's tax avoidance. Jesus Christ. Do you want to know what's going on in Australia at the moment, chat? Our private health insurance premiums are going up 3%. The insurance companies wanted to put them up 6%. Do you know how fucked that is? Hey, doofus. Same with the States. Insurance companies are so fucking scammy. And they post these huge profits while we all just fucking struggle to pay for groceries. 3% isn't that bad. It's basically the inflation rate. Yeah, but do you know what they don't do? They don't increase the amount of coverage that you pay for with your premium. So like, not only do the premiums go up in price, but the gaps get fucking wider, my friends. It's bullshit. It is dangerous, and oh man, I could just talk about it for a very long time. Right? So your premiums for your policy go up, and then your policy might drop a couple of things. Hey, Rudesy, like your policy might not cover a couple of things, or the gap might get a little bit wider. And this is what's happened to me multiple times. Like they've just changed my policy.
House deposit, so
Rare, but well done. 32 months. I'm this grateful. A whole wingspan full. Insurance scams? No, I don't think insurance is a scam. Is that your health insurance? I don't even care. Like, chat, health insurance in Australia is okay because it does help fund Medicare. And I do think that there are certain, like, you should pay for insurance. The thing is, insurance companies are so evil. They do everything they can to not pay out. Like, in Australia, there are certain claims that go through relatively quickly and it's fine. But there are certain claims that will go through and they will fuck you around over and over again, and it's bullshit. Now, that being said, there are insurance scams. They very much do exist. In the Australian landscape, there are certain companies you can trust relatively well that are run decently because you need health insurance. If you don't have health insurance by, I think, 30 in Australia, you pay a tax premium. And to give you an idea, with my thumb, with insurance, the earliest I can see someone
no more gaming, no more porn. No, we're going to go back and learn how to dance.
Hope this covers the 3% rise.
Honestly, I think that's the first time I've decided not to be poor in a while. What the fuck? Agent, that's so generous. And with your baby as well. That's so generous. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Hi, Safe. Did you move to YouTube? Is it here where I should expect you? I'm on both. I'm a multi-streamer now, and I'm about to be on TikTok too. I'm doing all of the platforms now. I'm spreading my seed. My seed should not be caged any longer. It should be spread across the internet, saturating everything. Because that's ethical. It's not. It's not. It's disgusting. It's actually terrible. You shouldn't do it. It's actually really bad. I'm just noise. I'm noise, and I'm bad noise. I'm not even, actually, I take that back. I'm great noise. I'm the best noise you've ever heard. And also, Agent, what the fuck? That's so generous. I'm so grateful, especially coming into a weekend off. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Do you have enough jars for the seed? I'm a woman. I don't have to save my seed. Women's seed is for spreading. Only men have to save their seed. Because if men expel their seed and spread their seed, then they lose their inner man seed power. Whereas women, because we are the creators of life, we have infinite power. Therefore, women are allowed to spread their seed all over the internet without fear of repercussions. Because we're not wasting our life force as it replicates over and over again. That's science, chat. That's science, feminism, and the future. Get on board or get out. I haven't had a lot of sleep. Tonight's going to be a little interesting, but fun. But so much fun. So much fun.
Bye!
Live Laugh Louis gifted a tier 1 sub to @gaming_.
What do you mean, tasty? Is that not the way you want to start your week? With some lady seeds spreading? Sorry, I should stop. Hi, Karmic. Look, I understand that insurance premiums have to increase. And they do increase almost every year in line with inflation or whatever. But I just think that the insurance companies, there is a parliamentary commission into this, by the way, but I do think insurance companies owe consumers, increases in coverage as these premiums go up as well. Because yes, like medical costs have gone up a lot, but can we please just like, can we get a little more? I do need YouTube watch time. Chat, I am this close to be able to getting like subscriptions and shit on YouTube. And I'm a filthy capitalist now. So me just trying to eat a loaf of bread that I got for free from my sister. Won't be long until we have to pay for insurance here in the UK. See, the UK health system is fucked in its own way. The NHS has problems. And I don't know if the NHS can benefit from any privatization. I hate privatization, right? But the full nationalized nature of the NHS results in its own set of problems. Wait, hold on. I should open YouTube and mod you if that's the case while you do that. Hold on. Do you want children? Do you want to marry me? Hold on. Sorry. That is our favorite problematic singer, Alana. Bam. If the coverage doesn't get better, then there should be premium caps because it's basically extortionate. It is. Exactly, Thomas. It's just, I don't know. And yet I would never, ever, ever travel without travel insurance. I know so many people who do, and it is such a risk. I would never. And yet even still, like, there's so many clauses that they try to get out of paying, but I couldn't handle the thought of like something terrible medical happening overseas and not being able to pay for it, especially in a foreign country. The benefits outweigh the negatives of a nationalized healthcare system. Unless wait times get too long. Pabliosi, I've seen lots of TikToks recently about doctors working for the NHS in London, and a lot of them are moving over here because the pay is better and whatever. But I think we're seeing a bit of an issue with the NHS in regards to wait times and the functioning. So unless we start paying doctors and nurses the true value of what they're worth and being able to encourage people into the profession, we're going to have, I mean, the UK is going to have problems. Australia's got its own set of problems, but very much so, but yeah. My health insurance is prayer and not doing too many dodgy things, and that's ridiculous, and I'm so sorry you live in America. Yep, and also the Tories are clamping down on work visas for doctors overseas, so it's all compounding on how fucked the NHS is with lack of proper funding. Yep. Like, part of me thinks they're just having it get really bad so they can justify privatizing it a bit like Australia, and they'll use Australia as an example. So I'm so sorry for that if that happens.
Full-blown house deposit, so...
2 5 equals 32 wisdom and love.
Nixon, 32 months. Thank you so much. It's a really long time. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. My home insurance includes travel insurance. My insurance company is also owned by the customers, so things are a bit better here. Honestly, everything's better in Sweden, except for the like slight swing towards the Nazis. But like, I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? Australia's public transport is actually incredible if you are in a city. If you are even slightly rural, it's a little fucked. But it's not too bad. Look, I've done public transport in a few countries and it's kind of the same everywhere. Like, there are certain parts of it that seem really simple and there are certain parts of it that seem like bullshit. The only place that seemed really fucking bad to get around was America. Oh, the land of the cars and the home of the only way to get anywhere is to fly or get on a bus. God forbid we have any other sorts of public transport except for in New York, at which point it is also very hot down there if it's summer. Did you like that? Thank you. Hey, 300. I mean, I will say one of the most beautiful things about America is the diversity of landscape. Like, Colorado looks entirely different to other parts of the country, for sure. Yeah, I did, Angelica. That was so funny. Yeah, one of the mad things about your health as a human being is I think that society somewhat functions on you being sick. In a lot of places, society kind of just assumes you're going to be sick because it's great for profits. Especially in America. Because, like, if you're sick, but, like, only a little bit sick, like, you have to work, but, you know, you have to spend your money to look after yourself, but, like, you can't afford fresh food, but food just enough to keep you alive, but you got to go to work, but you can't really thrive, right? Because you're sick. Then you're spending it's, I don't know, just sometimes it feels like a trap. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but looking after your health is one of the ways that you can attempt to get yourself out of capitalist hell. Now, that being said, I'm not being ableist because I have had like chronic pain and shit that is uncontrollable, right? Sometimes shit just happens and you have no choice and you're stuck. The science behind vaccines is solid. Anti-vaxxers are fucking stupid. That's different. Vaccinate your fucking children. There's measles outbreaks everywhere at the fucking moment. You want to know fucking why? Because people aren't vaccinating their fucking children. I'm sorry for swearing so much. I'm not. It's so stupid. All these kids are getting measles because these people won't vaccinate their children. These diseases which were essentially wiped out. Polio that's been wiped out. People are getting, like, stop it. Vaccinate your children.
Bye!
Wallach gifted a tier 1 sub to Casual Cupcake
Well,
underscore.
thank you for gifting
They have
Casual
given
Cupcake. That's
808
very
gift
generous.
subs in the
I
channel.
believe that's what we call camaraderie. I'm grateful. All you can do is try and inform yourself enough so that you try and stay relatively healthy. But it's so hard because there's so much information. There's so much misinformation. There's fucking gym bros telling you to eat 1,200 calories a day and lots of fucking protein. Then there's like a vegan influencer who's just like, only eat beans and rice and bananas and you'll be thriving. You know, balance your hormones, bitch. And then you'll have other people being like, no, you should be keto. Like, eat some butter and some meat only because, like, that's what we were supposed to eat because we were hunters. And then you've got fucking doctors being like, actually, you can just have a varied, balanced diet. Like, it does.
Please eat 1,200 calories a day.
At minimum. At minimum. 1,200 calories is like what a child needs. No, I don't think that's harsh, Louis. What's the nutritional info of cum? That was a joke I made today. Chat, I am sick of the word protein. Like, I get it, and this isn't like shit on my like gym girly friends or whatever, right? But I'm sick of the like... do you know what? This is my rant today. This is my rant. I'm ranting. I am sick of protein centrism. Right? I'm so sick of it. It's like every other single fucking nutrient doesn't matter. It's like the only nutrient that matters is protein. God forbid you have any vitamin D or anything else, but like as long as you're getting your protein, then you're fine. I think it got the best marketing team. Carbs got fucking demonized. God forbid. Like, it just makes me a little bit grumpy. I don't know why. It just makes me... My dog just farted. She's so cute and I love her so much, but that is just awful. Excessive protein can give you kidney stones and gout. Do you know what I know? I know I'm not that healthy. I know I don't eat enough vegetables. Every time I go see my mum and I see how she eats, I'm like, I should be eating like this. Like, my mum has full-blown type 1 diabetes that she got after having children. Did you know that could happen? Did you know you can have children, get gestational diabetes, and then it's like type 1 diabetes and you've got to like insulin yourself? Did you know that's the thing? being a woman is so cool. Anyway, that's a thing. But when I see the way my mum eats, my mum like eats so healthy. Probably the closest to a Mediterranean diet I've ever seen. Protein-centric diets are healthier. No, they should just be like, it should be balanced. And what do you mean by protein-centric? Like, what does that even mean? Protein is just such a solid marketing word. It just drives me, I don't know, I don't know why I have such a problem with it. Maybe it's left over from my vegan days. I don't know. What do you guys think? Why am I so angry? Not that angry. It's because you're a shill for big sugar. I'm actually going sugar-free. I'm joking. I got my mum the most delicious cake yesterday. It was strawberry and lemon, and it had lemon curd and freeze-dried strawberries on the inside. And it was so yummy. Even the kids liked it. It was so good. That's why you're more angry? Because I had birthday cake? Honestly. Have you had a coffee today? I've had 2 coffees, actually. My mum bought me a coffee this morning. And then I also had a coffee with my dad in the afternoon before I left. I was not going to survive otherwise. Pixel woke me up 3 times last night because she could hear the other little doggies barking. And she likes to have conversations in the middle of the night in the country because that's when doggies share all of their secrets. I don't fucking know. And that I obviously had so much to do. And then I had to drive half an hour each way to get my nails done for the wedding. I actually really like them. I think it's cool and fun and hip and cool. And then I took Pixel for a big walk because I cannot stand the thought that my dog had a busy day that didn't involve a walk. So I got home at about 6:15 and took Pixel for a walk, and then I started stream. And I was up at 8 a.m. So we're coming up on 12 hours now. See, Crush, they just want to share secrets in the middle of the night. Like, I get it. I know she just wanted to share her secrets. Can't believe you did. I haven't had a second. Tasty, I haven't had a second to take a photo. I showed stream. Were you here when I showed stream? I haven't had a second. Look, they're cool. Aren't they fun? They are textured. I didn't get to choose these ones. These are wedding nails, but I actually quite like them. I think I'd get something similar again. I kind of like that each hand is a different color. There's nothing really to fiddle or stim with. I stroke my nails all day. Is the top not bumpy? No, the top is bumpy, but like not in a way that is just like, I don't know. Not really. I just don't notice them, especially when they're short. If they're long, oh my God, I am a packet of nerds. Oh my God, I'm that one very specific packet of nerds. I'm cosplaying a packet of nerds. You're so right. What the fuck are nerds? Willy Wonka nerds? They're like the little sugar-coated spicy. They're not spicy. They're like tangy. They're like little sour blobs of tangy sugar. I don't know how to describe them any other way. But they're yummy. They're Wonka. They're Willy Wonka. I loved a Nerd's Rope. I also liked the ones, the red with the white on the inside, the tangy white on the inside of the red one. I can't remember what they were called. You'd also catch me occasionally with a gobstopper. I did like Wonka candy. Yeah, gobstoppers were a real candy. For sure. They come in like a box about this big. Yeah, jawbreakers. Yeah, that's fucked. Does anybody remember ghost drops? Ghost drops at school, and you'd like have different colored tongues. Or is that a very Australian thing? Nobody did ghost drops? Dentists love it. I don't think they do. Do you know what the most fucked up lolly is for your teeth? A minty. Or a fantail. But I would say more so a minty. A minty is so bad for your teeth. If you want to accidentally rip a tooth out, fuck with a minty. Like if you're chewing a minty, you're at risk. You bought 1,000 ghost drops on impulse once and had to give most of them away. Wait, Clint, I swear someone at my school did that too. Rich people. But a minty is so good. It's true. As an American, when you started that sentence with a lolly, I was like, she's about to talk about Vosh. Sorry. I loved Fun Dip, but Fun Dip had nothing on Whiz Fizz. You thought you liked Fun Dip? Nah. Let me introduce you for the glory that is Whiz Fizz. Whiz Fizz came with a shovel, right? So you'd get your little bag of white powder, and you'd get a little mini shovel. And then you got to eat your little white powder with your little shovel. It was delicious. Whiz fizz. Turns out they were giving us little drug spoons when we were just teenagers. Like, legitimately, now thinking back, like, those little shovels absolutely could have been repurposed as drug spoons. Never thought about that until now. But absolutely. I was never really into Smarties. I don't know why. Pears I could take or leave as well. Pigs like some dumb. Stop it. No, I don't really like anything with a musk flavor. But I'm pretty sure every primary school kid in Australia at some point faked smoking a cigarette with a fad. I'm so cool. I'm 10 and smoking a fake cigarette. That's right. I bet you've never seen anybody cooler on the playground than me, bitches. Yes, no, they were called something else before fads that ended with a G. Crushed, lol. Sometimes me and my sisters, if we were going on like a road trip to visit family or something, my parents would give us one lolly each and make whoever could last the longest sucking on that one lolly got another one. Genius when I think about it. Pure genius by my parents. Yeah. Because, you know, you're sucking on it slowly. You're not eating a whole bag of lollies, and you're quiet, and, you know, they're pitting the working class against one another. Honestly, in the back seat of the car, 3 girls, right? I was the oldest, so I didn't have to sit in the middle very often. But, man, we would fight over who got to lean on who. So if I was leaning on the car wall and like sleeping, my sister would be leaning on me, and I'd be like, get off, lean the other way. And she'd be like, I can't lean the other way. Like, we'd just fight. We would fight about who was leaning on who. Oh no. What have you done? You'd get Chopper Chop so we didn't get car sick? And make whoever could last the longest sucking on that, and make whoever could last the longest sucking on that, and make whoever could last the longest sucking on that. You know, chat, I think it's time I put in an ad for Big Sugar. because I've got another Australian delicacy that my mum gave me to keep the to keep the bone broth cool in my little freezer bag that I brought back. So I'm just gonna show you a little another Australian delicacy. I'll be back. I present to you the murderer of mouth corners everywhere. The classic Zupa Duper. What flavor? It's raspberry flavor. Night Tiny. Oops. That spilt a little bit. Mmm.
Boy!
Live Laugh Louis gifted a tier 1 sub to Ishud Klahim.
Louis, if it looked like this, you know what? I don't claim to know anything about gay sex, so if that's the vibe. Did you want some, chat? This is definitely not a stream food. We should probably do this. I know it looked bad. Terrible. So anyway, how has everybody else's day been? Good or? It was a day. You didn't think this through? I did not. No. I did not think this through. I just really wanted an icy pole because it's really hot. Actually. I have put up the shame barrier. Guess we sit here and wait until the streamer is back. You do. You just sit and wait. For real though. Like, Louis, I have questions. Because, like, even size-wise, like, no. Like, what? No. Run. Like, what? No. There are limits. There are limits. Do you really want answers though? No. No. The limit does not exist. I've seen limits broken when I worked in shipment. The sizes people buy. Chat, I try to cover really serious news on this channel and you make it very difficult. I know I am so excited about the garden. I can't wait to go back at some point and do something, but I really am so busy. Knowing your limit is very serious though. Look, for vagina havers, there is this thing called the cervix that exists. Can be quite uncomfortable. So I've heard. I'm not Googling it. The only clips of those I've seen are the ones that we watched here or is it the furry convention? The ones that deposit the eggs. No kink shame, but what the fuck? It's called a splorch. God, there's so much on the internet that I really just never wished to know. You know, I found myself down some dark and scary places, but... Wait, hold on. God damn it. I would not suggest Googling anything we're talking about right now. Are they identical or are they in different sizes? Or were they absolutely identical, straw man? Why are we having this conversation? God, Real Talk Tuesday is a scam for me. Fuck. Wait, is she blocking out the stream so we can't see her eating an oblong object? Yes. That is what's happening. Also, this icy pole, delicious. Best thing I've eaten in weeks. 10 out of 10. Did the mulch bullies get you to conform to their fanatical pro-mulch agenda? No, not yet. But I would like to put some mulch down at some point. But I do have to talk to my mum about it. Because it's not technically my garden. And I'm not technically there all the time. And if we do mulch, then we've got to weed. We've got to weed anyway. But I need to be there to weed because... Yeah. And I can't do that until probably not next week, but the week after. I'm a terrible person. But next week, me and my best friend, who I haven't seen in like months, for my last birthday, one of my other friends got me this little book nook that you like make, and you like you make the book nook and you do all the things and stuff. And I haven't made it. And my best friend has one. And so she's going to come over and we're going to sit here and we're going to make our book nooks. We're going to have a book nook day. And I'm not a very crafty girly, so I'm excited to have a little crafty girly day with my friend. Vox, my mum used to do that too, actually. Is the sound bringing back memories? Don't judge me. I'm just enjoying an icy pole. Let a girl live. I didn't know I wanted an icy pole until I thought about wanting an icy pole, chat. Sometimes these things just happen to you as a human being. You can't, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl who wanted an icy pole. Wait, Dirty Bird, what happened? I'm in real weekly talk therapy. You got over your fear and hesitation in part from your streams? Oh my gosh. It's been 2 months? Dirty Bird, that's so fucking cool. Oh my gosh, yay for therapy. What have you learned? Share with the class? Is there anything you want to share? You don't have to, obviously, because therapy is personal, but... Sorry about this. I'm almost done. I can only imagine Tasty literally just staring at the roof like, I made some choices in my life and they led to this point and I actually want to murder someone. How could you ignore me for the rest of the year? This is my beginning. I'm blossoming like a phoenix from the egg. The egg of mental instability. Ah, you have executive dysfunction, Dirty Bird? Very normal. I would say lots of people here suffer with the same ailment, including me, occasionally, for sure. That was great. That was great. Ah, yes, the Phoenix, famous for hatching. Okay. Have you played Dota 2? Because Phoenix turns into an egg and then explodes. And that is how I am picturing my success at the moment. Like a bird, like Phoenix, like a little golden rainbow bird. And I've turned into the egg at very low health, suffering, mentally distraught, unaware what comes next. But I do feel like I'm on the verge of exploding into a beautiful new bird, full of health, you know, and ready to do all my spells once again. Okay? And so your therapist is helping you, Dirty Bird, though? You're a better singer than interpretive dancer? Do you know how rude that is? I left school in year 10 to literally be a dancer. So the fact that you say I'm a better singer than dancer is actually so rude. Like, you realize that, right? Like, it's so rude. It's so rude when I can literally stand up. Can't believe I'm doing this for free. I'm such a gift. I can literally stand up. You're like, wow, you're such a bad dancer. When the reality is, I can literally do a pirouette. Okay? And I used to be able to do doubles, but I'm scared of falling over. Let me try. Ugh, risky. Not as good. There's not enough room in here, okay? But like, stop it. Rude. Stop. Can you do an interpretive dance of you leaving school and learning to dance? For the right price, I could. That's right. For the right price, an interpretive dance. But no, other than that, absolutely not. That's a terrible idea. I can do exactly one développé. Do a flip? Absolutely not. I can do one développé that is, again, probably poorly placed. But everything still kind of works. Just not really. Maybe. Ready? I'm balancing on my toes right now, just so you know. Now I'm not on my toes. But like, telling. It kind of works. It doesn't really work. Like, I'm not very good like, that exhausted me. I'm very tired. Like, that was a lot. Yeah. 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 No stream tomorrow because Pixel injured herself. I just did a pirouette for you. That last one looks painful. No, I always had a really flexible back. So anything that was to do with my back, fine. Not really an issue. The stuff that used to be hard for me was jumping. I wasn't a very big jumper. But like arabesques or penchés or attitudes, easy. Like there was this one move basically that won me a huge competition that I almost absolutely cannot do anymore. But it was like, you kind of stood like this and then go like that. But my leg went all the way to 6 o'clock. But I can't do that anymore. Can you do a heap sick moonwalk? No. You mean 12? 12 is at the top. Yes, 12 o'clock. All things said, I really enjoy my therapist. He's young but super empathetic and motivating. Hey, that's so good, Dirty Bird. I'm so happy for you. Chat, we all have a right to try and make things a little easier for ourselves. No joke, the stream title reminded me of my laundry. I do what I can for the people. Bethma. You know, sometimes you just need a random streamer on the internet to remind you that your laundry is sitting there smelling like mildew. Not because her laundry sat there for a week while she was mentally ill and ended up smelling like mildew, and it took her an entire jug of vinegar to get the smell out of her clothes and washing machine. That wouldn't happen to me. And then I decided, chat, it's never happening to me again. Because the work that it took to fix the mistake that was caused by my mental instability was so much that it's never happening again. Even in my darkest times, I just won't wash any clothes. I just won't. They will remain dirty because when you go to clean your clothes, but then you don't dry them because you forget or you just can't find the energy, that is the worst. Don't do that. I just wear the smelly clothes, live your mildew dreams. It'll make you sick. Get Sheen clothes and buy new ones when they get dirty. No, stop. Overconsumption bad. I have a TikTok. For this. I saved you guys a TikTok. Actually, that's a lie. My friend posted this TikTok on her story and I asked her to send it to me so that I could show you guys and rant. It was my friend. It was my friend Carrie.
Let's talk about why individual consumption does matter. While I am no expert, over the years...
Hold on, it's too quiet. Why is it so quiet?
I've learned more about...
Which one is the volume one? Seriously. Which one is the volume one? Hold on. I'll share the tab while I'm at it. Oh, I found it.
About overconsumption and how it impacts your finances and your mental health, and the fact that it does actually leave a huge impact on our environment. I'm not going to spew any numbers at you in this video. You can look those up with a quick Google search, but I do want to pose a few thoughts for your consideration. We've adopted the idea that climate change isn't on us as the individual consumer, and ultimately our purchases mean nothing in comparison.
Look at this. Look at this.
To big corporations like the air travel or fast fashion industries, which in a lot of ways is true, but not entirely.
Guys, you don't need this many cups.
That's people to think that they could play some part in the bigger picture of things, and we don't want to sacrifice our wants and needs at the risk of unhappiness in our very short lives. The act of buying new things is often intertwined with this feeling that life is somehow more significant in some way, but really, we don't always treasure the things that we buy long term. that thrill is fleeting, and we're always left wanting something more. Now, changing consumption habits is not an easy thing to do, and I believe the best use of my platform is to talk about how social media influencing does play a huge role in consumer behaviors. Being able to recognize that you're being advertised is so important because it helps you make a more informed decision about your purchases. Going forward, I want to use my channel to talk about mindful consumption and not just garbage all the time, but I still will be talking about garbage too. I do feel that there are a lot of other content creators and experts out there who can speak more broadly on climate change and overconsumption than I can, and I hope that you'll drop their names in the comments.
Okay, I think it's really interesting because I do think that there are just regular influencers or people who have been on the internet who start to realize, hold on a minute, I am over-consuming. And I think it is actually particularly bad in the streaming space with sponsorships and shit that happens. Now, in certain ways, there are brands that don't rely on overconsumption. Like a brand like Rode, right? They sell incredible quality products that often the thing that you might need to replace at all is the cord because it goes through a lot, right? No, a Lego collection, like if you have something that means something to you, that's fine. I was thinking about this as I was driving today because I did want to have this conversation. I'm turning this music off. Hold on. I really did want to have this conversation today because I think it's an interesting one and one that I think about a lot because I have lots of little things, right? I do. And occasionally I engage in consumer behavior, but you will probably notice about me that I wear a lot of the same clothes, or I take it upon myself to figure out new ways to wear the clothes that I already have before going and buying something. Like I obviously bought myself a really nice, pretty pink suit that I'll wear for the rest of my life. And stuff like that. And I do buy stuff that is good quality now because that is like a privilege, but it's more it's a way to consume once you have the opportunity to consume in a way that isn't fast fashion or adding to the rubbish piles that exist on this planet. You should, basically. That's really important, and that's why having like basic clothes is important as well. But, and this was my big point, I think the way that you can think about it is that when you buy something, just think about your buying something as a treasure rather than buying just stuff. The only thing that I've really struggled with to get rid of is like old pillows. Like the reality is with an old pillow that's full of dust mites, that's just ready to die, it's just time for it to die. And it has to go in the bin. I have a blanket I still use that has existed longer than I have. Well, my moose blanket is 10 years old. My moose blanket is 10 years old. When I first came here, I was trying to beat my roommate in a debate about Australian politics. I was not sleeping, not leaving my room. Now I sleep mostly. I'm spending way more time walking my neighborhood and spending time with friends IRL. I'm now in therapy and aw, that's so nice, Dirty Bird. Get some sleep. Enjoy. The fuck? Thank you for the compliment. Hey, Undead. Have gone to thrifting as much as possible, better for the environment. Products from a decade ago were made far better, and a thrifted item is typically pennies on the dollar for a new equivalent. Yes and no. Thrifting is good in some ways and bad in others. Like, thrifting is obviously incredible, but there are dodgy thrifting places. So just be careful where you're thrifting from, because there are some thrift shops here in Australia that are like anti-LGBT. So you've got to be careful where you're thrifting from. You go to like local places, etc. Just be careful, again, who you're supporting. Because sometimes if they're like associated with churches, or are funded by religious organizations. You might be, you know what I mean? What do you mean, famous? Nothing. That's so funny, Clint. Yeah, but even like the stuff that I buy, I think about using as treasures more than anything. That's the point I was making, Vox. You just have to do your research. Ah. Lol, thank you. I'm trying to think of other things. Like I've been rocking the same sheets the whole time I've been living here. Obviously washed. But I've been rocking the same ones now, even though I have spares. What else do people often like replace too often? I'm trying to think. Running shoes? No. I bought running shoes like this year, but that's because my other ones had holes in them. And I think that's okay. Towels? No, towels. I thrive. My towels are here. This is my towel cupboard. It's not particularly clean at the moment. Should I refold my towels? So they're like clean. Do you know how I ended up with this many towels? Every time in my life I have moved house, my mum has gifted me a set of towels. Privilege. See, these are the towels that were fucking up the back of the cupboard. Mums love towels. You're so cute. Thank you. I think. But I have had the towels the whole time. Look, look at me. I have a branded towel. Are you jealous? That's right. Are you jealous of my Twitch towel? Are you jealous of my Twitch towel? This is my favorite beach towel. Isn't it so beachy? See, now this, you could call this overconsumption because nobody needs this many towels. But I will say, having this many towels came in handy when my friends didn't have beach towels. I had enough beach towels for everybody. So that was fun. That was fun. But I do keep everything. I do. Does this make me a hoarder? Chat, am I a hoarder? Do you? I'm not really. Do you think I have the potential? I think I'm good enough at cleaning stuff out that it seems unlikely. But also, like, you never know. Do you index used crisp packets? I do not do that, no. Chat, do we think this one's folded good enough? I'll give it. I think that one's okay. Just keep everything. It may be useful one day. I think towels are something you should definitely keep, and these can all be used, right? And you never know. Sometimes you need towels for flooding. Sometimes you need towels for your dog when she's wetting herself. Sometimes you need towels for cleaning. Sometimes you need towels for flooding, yeah, just in case. Towels are very good for a lot of first aid applications too. That's true. We cover lots of floods here. Good to be prepared. I do cover a flood at least once a week. Flooding when your partner comes over. You're disgusting. Sex in 2024? Feral. Tears only. Towels are great for wiping away your tears. Are you single? Why? Are you offering to be my boyfriend, Umpi? What are you offering? Are you hot? Are you rich? Are you funny? Because my research suggests that people who come on the internet and ask if I'm single are often none of those things, unfortunately. So you're already fighting an uphill battle. Nice Tinder? I don't have Tinder. We know. What does it mean? Shit. This one. Got it. Maybe there's multiple personalities, chat. Wouldn't that be fun? Is it a bot? Who knows? Is it a bot? Maybe we fold these like this, because then they fit. Nah, he already acknowledged his Scandinavian Viking descendant socially awkward. I'm an AI. That's just so exciting for the rest of us. What a day. What a life. Joy. Can't believe I haven't even made $5 being such a good trad folding towels on the internet for the one time this year. It's just such an incredible advertisement, you know? And all I get is this little troll, you know?
I love people who roll on in and realize very quickly how wonderful I am.
Erica! You've arrived at the perfect time in which I'm folding the towels that were falling out of my cupboard, and I've just received $5 for being a good woman. Ugh. Life's so good for me right now. I hope life's good for you. That's a joke. Life's been interesting, but I hope life is really good for you. Hi, Raiders. Your hair looks... Oh, thank you. Thanks so much. Do you know my hair looked really fucking bad recently because I got a really bad haircut and my fringe was like up to here and she chopped off half my hair and the layers were terrible. But it's grown out a little bit and I'm surviving. And I'm folding towels. But man, it was bad. Erica, I miss you too. How are you? I hope you are good. You wear it well. Thank you. I don't think this is how I folded the other towel. I got distracted and flustered by the raid. I'm great. How are you aside from your hair troubles? So bad. I've been mentally ill for a very long time. By a very long time, I mean 2 months.
Sub to Tread
My dog's been very sick.
They have given
My thumb is
604
broken.
gift subs in the channel.
And it can't get seen until June 4th. I am most likely being kicked out of my apartment. What else is happening? Chad, I feel like a lot has been happening and it's like been so hard. Yeah, it has been a time. It's been a time, but I have done some really good coping. Like some really, really good coping. Like I went to my mum's once a week for like a month to play in her garden. And so like I played IRL Stardew Valley. That was pretty cute. It was pretty cute. Very fun. Well, at least you know it can't get any worse. Why would you say that? It definitely could get worse. Who did you marry in IRL Stardew? No one yet. I did touch grass. I did indeed. Yeah. Victorian garden retreat level coping. It's true. I was sent to the gardens because, yeah. But my little doggy had a bit of an episode that sent me into a little bit of a spiral. Did you kill any slimes? Not yet, but it's on my to-do list. Where I started medicating her for her heart disease and she had a really, really, really bad reaction in the middle of the night, one night, and was just like hyperventilating for hours. And I tried to get her into the emergency vet and they were like, there's a 4-hour wait. You just have to keep an eye on her. And I eventually was able to get her to lick an ice block and be okay, but she's not well. I've decided not to medicate her which is just, again, a choice in itself. It's all too much. Anyway, I'm actually okay. My friend's getting married this week and I'm a bridesmaid and I'm really happy about that and that'll be lovely. But I'm not going to lie and be like, I've been thriving. I'm thriving so hard because I'm really not. But I'm not bad and I'm very privileged. So, how are you? I sometimes lurk in your streams and it seems like you're going all right, but you never know. Do you know what I mean? My towels are about to be so fucking organized. Like, look at this. I'm not great either, but I'm okay. Man, chat, look at this bleach towel. Can you tell which one I use for cleaning? Chat, what are we going to do about all these mentally ill streamers, okay? We're going to... You have to fix us. You have to fix us. I don't know how. I'm open to ideas. We need help.
Full-blown house deposit. So
Oh my god. Lol Cookie,
This will
thank you
help
for your
maybe.
prime. Thank you for helping me survive. Night Synapsis, great work on the towels. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Look, I even have a Twitch one. Oh my god, that was scissors. Danger. Danger. Night, Erica, thank you so much for the raid. Go, eat, enjoy. Talk to you soon. What was it? I thought I might buy some land and create an open range refuge for mentally ill streamers. No joke, I think you'd make money. No joke, probably not a bad idea. It's like a streamer house, but for mental illness. Oh, Vegas, you suggested the raid. That's very nice. But sometimes it's weird. No, it's weird. So sometimes if you suggest a raid and then it's like icky. Just to be very clear, I would never ask anybody to suggest a raid because I would be so fucking embarrassed. Like it just feels, yeah. But like that's a very, I'm always happy to see Erica. I love Erica so much. But just to be very clear, I'm always really fucking embarrassed if somebody suggests a raid. Survivor Streamer Edition? Stop. No. Chat. So occasionally, well, this is a towel that was dried on a drying horse, right, in the sun. And I don't want to complain. But I really hate it sometimes when towels dry in the sun because they get so scratchy. Like this towel, this is an exfoliating towel at this point. You know? Like, it doesn't feel soft. Like, like, look at the texture. Like, this feels like it would rip a layer of skin off. And it won't fold well. I'm feeling some frustration. I'm fine. Oh my God. I just panicked that I had left washing in the washing machine once again. But I didn't. I took it out and I folded it up and I didn't do that. Thank God. Anyway, chat, there's your last look. Now you know what's in my secret cupboard. Towels. Would have been very funny considering the stream notification. It really would have. It would have been very funny. It would have been very funny. It would have. Hi, Drashin. Just makes one more curious about the other cupboards. Do you want to see? The drawers or whatever. This is like... You want to know what that is? It's my Christmas decorations. Miscellaneous technology. Everything. We don't talk about it. Can you see? My grandma's china set that she gave me that is probably covered in lead. And more miscellaneous technology. Nothing wrong with a bit of lead here and there. There's no. I don't know, chat. Do these contain lead? English fine bone china. Royal Dalton. Made in England. H5044. Tableware, 1976. Do not put it in the micro. I don't put anything. It is very well looked after. But it does have like gold around the edges. Chat, this is my own version of Antiques Roadshow. Am I rich? Is this worth a lot of money? Should I sell these? No, I'm joking. I would never. Priceless. According to Google, they might if they're from 67. 76. 76. Yeah, this is them. This is them. Google says 1970 was the last year they used lead. From £19.30. You'd pay 20 for each? They are quite pretty, aren't they? They're not, I have the dinner plates are $30 each. You're telling me a dinner plate is £30? Is that like $50 a plate? A one in stock? The fuck? I think I have 8 of them. Oh my god, I'm actually rich. What? I'm joking. These are like not for sale, obviously. But I have 8. I have 8 of everything. That's an expensive China set. I'm keeping it. Obviously, again, remember what I said about treasures? I want to use them. Now that I know that they don't have lead in them, I can have a tea party. Oh my god, I could host a high tea. I could make mini sandwiches. That would be so cute. I could make mini sandwiches. And I wouldn't be feeding them lead. Oh, I'll put them away. This one is the only one that broke. I wonder how I'd go about getting it fixed. I've still got the side. It came broken, by the way. But I need to get it fixed. Maybe I'll get it fixed in the Japanese way. But also look, tea stains. I mean, I didn't use it. Just when my grandma moved out of her house, there was certain stuff she didn't want to sell. And so she gave me this set. Chat, there is 8 dinner plates, 8 bowls, 8 teacup plates, and 8 dessert plates, and 8 cups. I should have a high tea, but maybe only 6 because, well, I've only got 6 settings at my table. Pig's got the tea set, siblings got the house. No, we all got a tea set. We all got a tea set. My sister got a maroon one. Well, I mean, these ones are from 76. These are the exact ones that I have for sure. You're probably fine, just saying. There's this other cute thing. I can't remember if I showed you, but I got this thing. Chat, I keep a dead rose in here because I find it aesthetically pleasing. Okay? You're not allowed to judge me, but in my head, this depicts my mental health. Okay? Okay, you're not allowed to judge me, okay? Look at it. Just, I think it's kind of pretty. Just don't, all right, just don't. Anyway, I have this. Did we try and look for this? Oh God, hold on. I don't want to ruin the rose. It doesn't have anything on it. This isn't how Beauty and the Beast is meant to end. Well, chat, maybe one day when I do eventually fall madly in love, the rose comes back to life and I've written myself a fairy tale. Okay? Perhaps. Like, is that not just like kind of beautiful in like a kind of fucked up way? I don't know. We all have delusions. It's okay. Anyway, my grandma gave me this vase and it's something I'll have to ask her about, but it is like some sort of like fancy vase that I don't know though. I'd have to ask her. Unless image-wise, somebody can image match it. Can anyone? Also, note that it colors with my branding. Chat, should the rose live in the stream? Maybe the rose should have, maybe this should be part of the aesthetic. I feel like that says something about me. I feel like that can live there for a bit. I love that it's looking straight down like it did something wrong. Do you know who gave me that rose? Ruby gave me that rose, actually. Ruby sent me flowers for helping her with something. And I kept one of them. Mainly because I just thought it looked cool in the vase. A bit like a singular rose in a vase. But then it just died. It wasn't intentional. It died. And then I was like, you know what? That's still kind of aesthetic. It's amazing it preserved so well. I have like other dead flowers that are really still thriving. That's right, there's life after death if you're in my house. It's true. We need to stage an intervention? Absolutely not. Do you want me to show you the other ones? Tell me you're not impressed. Now they are dead. And they're not fake. I'll show you. Want to know where these ones came from? Want to know where these ones came from, chat? These ones came out of an Aldi bunch that I bought for myself. An Australian Aldi bunch of flowers. And I took these ones out because the rest of them were dying and kind of like looking like shit. But these ones were kind of thriving and still just chilling. I think it's been 2 years. Like, I'm pretty sure this was one of like the first bunches of flowers I bought for myself when I moved in here. I don't know how I accidentally keep drying flowers. Maybe it is an accidental hobby of mine, or maybe it's my longing for things not to die. It's just me trying to avoid anticipatory grief. Overconsumption is bad. Also, here's my 50,000 20 dead flowers. Okay, listen. When was the last time I bought flowers to put in this vase? Not very often. I'm not over-consuming because I've still got the one fucking set of flowers, don't I? So, checkmate. Actually tasty. Rude.
Boy!
I'd like to imagine there's a botanist with a stream on just crying in a corner right now.
I feel like at this point, I'm just having a fun time showing my trinkets. So does everybody remember the vagina looking thing? It's coming to get ya. Now this has a sister. This has a sister. Because do you know what this is? Oh, I just broke the cork. Oh, the cork's rotten in the bottom. I'd have to get a new cork for it. And it's the Last of Us monster? It's the Demogorgon. It's not. It's actually it's a pepper shaker. I don't want that near my food. It's offended. Is Crushed still here? Crushed, are you still here? Wait, you just gave me $5 2 minutes ago. Of course you're still here. I'd like to imagine there's a botanist with the stream on just crying in a corner right now. Yes, or an archaeologist perhaps. Anyone? This is a death whistle. So, to be honest, if the world ever does end and for some reason I decide that I might like to survive, I won't. But if I do, I will put this. I can't do it. I live in an apartment. I cannot. I did it once and it scared my dog. I can't do it in an apartment. Absolutely not. But I would put it in my go bag along with my life straw and a can of beans. Do you know what I don't have? If somebody would like to send me a personalized Swiss Army knife, can you do that? Are they legal? Are you allowed to do that? I don't know. I don't have a personalized Swiss Army knife, but I would love one if anybody was offering. My 7-year anniversary is coming up. Anyway, I do have a death whistle because Crushed sent me a death whistle when we did a History Night series on Mesoamerica. We learned so much. We were so informed about death whistles and stuff. As long as they have a functional purpose that isn't stabbing anyone. But can somebody send you a knife? Yes, we watched a couple. Hi, Mohammed. Anyway, that's the end of my trinket sharing for today. My treasure sharing. I hope you enjoyed. You could go on Amazon right now and buy a switchblade. I could, but I'm not going to. I have knives. If somebody tries to come at me, I have a knife. I would never use it. And I have a stick and a bat and other things. I have a stick now too. Stick's very good. Stick in a stick. And a vagina monster pepper shaker. I do actually have a vagina monster pepper shaker. I also have a terrifying poodle. So, there's that. You could put MSG in the vagina shaker to give it a food and meaty flavor. That's horrendous. That's interesting, Teresk. You're allowed to have a knife for a weapons collection. Good to know. Chat, did you see France constitutionalize the right to abortion? France, out of all places. Is that surprising? Not really. Like, France is quite, like, conservative in some ways. But I don't know, it's pretty amazing that they have enshrined that for women. As America goes backwards. Who invented France? I believe it was Napoleon. We're not going to talk too much about it today, but the American election has me extremely concerned. I think Trump's going to win. I think we're in for 4 more years of Trump. I think the billionaires want Trump. And because the billionaires want Trump, I think the billionaires just want to be able to run free. And I think Trump will let them. And it is going to embolden some very bad people. And I would be very scared if I lived in America right now. I really would. And I don't know how to help. That is exactly what I was looking at just then, this one. No one's surprised. Nobody is surprised at this. No one is surprised at this decision. We know who is on the Supreme Court. Nobody is surprised. This is just... Nobody is surprised. Not even slightly. But yeah, we're getting Trump v. Biden part 2. And I don't think it's going to be a really fun time. And we're going to watch the left eat itself once again. Because the real left doesn't really exist in America in any sort of meaningful way. So, you're surprised, brave traveler? I'm not. Not good for Australia if Trump gets back in. It's not good for anyone. I wish we lived in less interesting times. That's what I said on Twitter. I wish we lived in less interesting times. How do you mean the left eats itself? Progressive politics is a little bit more complicated in the way that you approach progression. Conservative values seem to be able to bring people together because it's very easy to go, hey, we hate this guy. Okay, we all agree on that. Cool. Whereas on the left, it's like, hey, maybe we should make things better. And then you have like 15 people going, this is how we should make things better, and disagreeing about how to do that. Section 3 of the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution states that Congress, not states, can disqualify a presidential candidate under the insurrection clause. I just don't think Congress is going to do that. I don't know. Do you think Congress is going to do that? There are too many holes. American democracy has too many loopholes, my friends. that it just doesn't feel very democratic. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you could get Trump for another 8, right? Because you can do 4 years, have a break, and you could have Trump for 8, no? Well, surely not. How old is he? Surely he dies. Surely. How old is he? Like, you're not having Trump to 100, right? No, you can still only do 2 terms even if they're not consecutive. It's like with Galloway getting elected in Rockdale, first actual socialist to get into parliament for ages, socialist, pro-Palestine, anti-imperialist, but Catholic, takes on gender and sexuality. So half the left hates him. Rightly so. I don't know, chat. Can I get a read? Trump or Biden? Not who do you support, but who do you think's getting in my chat?
Full-blown house deposit. So
Singletary, 27 months. I'm curious. Do you know what's very interesting? It's getting blocked by smart detection, the people who say Trump. The fuck? That's so interesting. Lack of AI regulation laws will help Trump get in via misinformation. Yeah, I'm concerned about Twitter and Twitter's role coming into November. I agree with Vic. Biden by a close margin. Angry God. I mean, I do think that America is on the brink of what could be a civil war. Absolutely. But if the government gets involved, or if the government is able to maintain any sort of cohesion, the government wins. Even a few Republicans or whatever with their guns and being like, we're fighting big government, you really think, what are they? You ain't got nothing against, like, the military. It'll be a rough time no matter who wins. That is the smartest thing anybody has said in my chat. Because yes, it is going to suck balls. Yes, it is. It's not going to be a fun time no matter what happens. There is no best case scenario. I agree, Professor Fappington. People will most likely have forgotten about Gaza by the time November comes around, but they will bring it up. Australia's just going to do whatever America does. That's the concerning thing. The worst case possible scenario is that Trump gets in and then Australia gets Dutton. Biden is losing support because of it. And what really makes me angry about it is but Trump would make it worse. Like, it's already fucking bad now. I completely agree. Trump would make things worse for some people, for sure. But I mean, look at what's happening in Gaza right now. They're still bombing Rafah. A quarter of the population is at risk of famine in Gaza right now. Yeah, but there's nothing to be done about abortion except have it written in. It's just not going to happen. People have been starving to death for weeks. No, like, oh, sorry. Obviously, yes, people in Gaza have been starving to death for weeks. I'm saying that today the numbers came out that I was listening to on the radio, and that a quarter of the population is at risk of starvation from famine. Death, starvation from famine. And the rest of the population that isn't at direct risk is still at risk. Sorry that I didn't use my words as effectively as I could have then. It's not a pathological... they're not pathologically refusing to vote for third party. There's no infrastructure to vote third party. There is no third party. American politics became sports too long ago for there to be a third party. You pick a team and you vote with the team. It's not a pathological, like, you don't refuse. Most people don't even understand how their politics work. I don't want to be rude, because there are some educated people in America, okay? And I don't want to take that away from the Americans. But there are a lot of Americans who absolutely have no fucking idea how their goddamn politics work besides red or blue. Some people don't know the difference between local level politics and how that funnels up into state level politics to federal politics. They don't understand any of that. That's a little exciting, nomadic. They're washing their hands of what their government is doing in their name. Are people refusing to vote? I can understand it. I'm not... I understand it. I look, it's hard for me sometimes because I am just so worried for women and minorities. But I do understand Americans not wanting any single part of what the American government is. I do understand that. Also, so many people are privileged enough that they just don't care. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to vote. So a lot of people are comfortable enough that they just don't give a fuck, because who gives a fuck? Doesn't matter. I'm comfortable. Who cares? No, Biden is across the aisle semi-Republican. Always has been. highly affiliated with Israel. We all know it. Like, I think it's not that it's too cool to care about politics. I think it's more too hard to care about politics because people will fucking ruin you if if some people start to learn and then just get absolutely ruined by people who have no patience. And look, as somebody who's been talking progressive politics on the internet for a very long time, you know, it becomes quite grating. When are you supposed to care about these things? The 2 hours before sleep between your two jobs that you have to work to pay rent? Is my point. Yeah, I understand, Trier, but like, I don't know. I can understand, like, I really can understand how people justify voting for Biden because, I mean, you're on the brink of fascism and you're like, well, what do we do? And everybody's far too scared / also just slightly too comfortable for revolution. Also, revolution across America, across a population of 330 million, there's not going to be any sort of coordinated thing that functions on a federal or like countrywide level. Like, that's very hard. And it would be so deadly and brutal, and I couldn't even imagine what it would look like. And so I can understand why there are people who would vote. Please don't kill me, progressives. But I understand that people vote for harm reduction. I really do. Even though harm reduction feels like, I guess, delay. This election is basically the trolley problem IRL. Oh, God. Oh, I didn't take my vitamin D today, chat. Did you take your vitamin D today? Human beings have chronically low vitamin D levels depending on where you are. Some of you actually might have fine vitamin D levels. But if you're not getting enough D, consider a D supplement. Delay is still better than accelerationism. Do you know why I think delay is better than accelerationism? Because as humans, we do have this ability to continually fix problems. Technology is moving fast, and in some cases too fast that we can't keep up. But because technology is solving problems that we don't even know we have, delay gives a window of hope. Delay gives us a chance to fix some of the problems. If I was a Biden campaign staffer, I would focus energy on getting guys like this to please stop trying to argue in favor of Biden, because holy shit, there is no way the 99% Hitler argument gets anyone to vote for Joe. Yeah. Ugh. I mean, it's all just shit. Is delay better because Gaza isn't the first time the US has allowed this kind of thing to happen. It's just getting noticed on social media a lot more. Delay is better if the global south's lives are worth less than US ones. It's not that. I don't think it's that. My perspective would be that it's not, it's global stability and the risk of nukes. Not that any of it is fair, not that the treatment of the global south is fair, but for, I guess, the longest portion of history, there has been relative global stability. Obviously not, right? In many countries, there have been war, horrific things happening. I think the alternative is terrifying. I do think that the collapse of the American empire is a terrifying thought to consider. I don't think China or Russia would do any better in the power vacuum. I really do not. I don't think anybody. I think that China is attempting to hold America to account to a certain level. I think Europe. It's all icky. Also, I'm just a stupid woman on the internet. Please remember that. Hi, Panama. I hope you get no rain. I'm not so sure if the presidential election is that significant, a Democratic House. I think Trump being president absolutely emboldens white nationalists in the US. I think Trump getting in is significant. I mean, I do think that global instability is a very big thing. Entirely. I think that most countries exist on a knife's edge of maintaining whatever social order we have. Animals don't get protected. When societies fall, animals suffer. It's not when we're talking about global human suffering, I am not a speciesist at all, right? Like, we should attempt to reduce the amount of suffering of all living beings who experience conscious experiences, right? But I really don't like it when we're talking about human suffering and people are like, well, at least we don't let the animals suffer, because it used to be me. I used to prioritize like my vegan beliefs over and realizing, I feel like sometimes when you prioritize vegan beliefs under the guise of like caring about climate change and shit like that, it is a way to look away from the suffering experienced by humans all over the world, especially those experiencing genocide right now. Because if you think that the humans experiencing genocide in Gaza right now didn't have animals, you're fucking wrong. Dogs, cats, pets, donkeys, goats, all of them. You think they just, what do you think happened to those animals? What do you think happened to them? save them, yeah, absolutely. Maybe we shouldn't commit genocide. I don't care about the humans then. That's a really gross cop-out. And I think it's really sad. What the fuck? They are innocent, and the children born into Gaza aren't? Cunt, what? I think this is the most difficult thing. You realize that by engaging in politics and voting, you are supporting a whole lot of fucked up shit. It's why so many people turn away. Because good luck getting it right. I don't know, even me, like I sit here and I think it's very easy to get wrong. I am not anti-human. But it also doesn't matter. Everything is just everything. I think the American left is in particularly dire straits because, I mean, you don't have many options. You don't have many options for meaningful action to be able to change things beyond a local level. The only time I feel a little bit doomer is when people go, I hate humans. Because at the core of progressive beliefs is a focus on community and the innate want as humans to get along, to make things better for one another. So if you get to a point where you're just like, I fucking hate humans, I hate them all, well then, you're halfway to conservative beliefs. In fact, you're already there. Neither. Tasty. Conservatives just, I think at their core beliefs, think everybody's out to get them. That at the end, people will stomp all over you. Like, think about an end of the world scenario, right? You got your preppers in America, right? They've prepped all their food, they got their guns, they're ready to go. And someone comes onto their land and they shoot them. And then another person comes onto their land and they shoot them. And then a few people come onto the land and they shoot them too. And then all of a sudden, it gets out into the wider like area community that these people have been shooting a whole bunch of people. You think like retribution over and over again leads to a fucking functioning society? Because it fucking doesn't. Humans have realized that on a majority of scales, the way to make things better is some kind of diplomacy and attempting to make things better for the most people that you can. That is how you create a functioning society, and that is how you maintain it. Maybe I like to keep my stuff. Cool. Do you know how much stuff you can make on your own to keep? Do you know one time you're going to have to rely on somebody for something else that you are not able to do on your own? You can't physically do everything on your own. My guess is you probably can't even cook a decent meal. And you're like, I'm just going to do everything on my own. Actually,
This is a full-blown house deposit, so...
Monkey Brams, thank you for your Prime. Thank you for the 2 months. Thank you for supporting me ranting at the internet for now. Yeah, try it for sure if that is how you look at trust. People will burn your trust. Every time. Happens. It doesn't matter. It's okay. People will unintentionally burn your trust sometimes, and that's okay. I've done it to people. You've done it to people. Like society functions on the idea that most people are trustworthy. But the reality is almost everybody at some point will break your trust. And sometimes it will be a tiny little way, sometimes it will be a big way, and you can decide to what extent you're willing to accept that. But when you understand that people break your trust and that people are imperfect and you stop expecting perfection from other people, then you can still have relationships. And you have to. Otherwise you end up fucking alone, because if you just decide that you're better off alone and you don't trust anybody because then you won't get hurt, then you're miserable anyway. So you might as well fucking let people break your trust occasionally. It's not perfection, it's basic decency not to exploit people, for sure. But like, like that's a spectrum, right? It's a spectrum. A relationship's longevity comes from how you deal with the hurt, not the complete lack of it. I agree. Like, I'm not saying everybody should be a doormat and forgive everybody who breaks their trust, right? I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that relationships that you foster after there has been like broken trust or somebody has done something to, like, what do you expect? No issues. I think this is one of the biggest problems that we have in society today. People get this advice where it's like, you're worth more, or it's so complicated to explain this without being problematic because everybody takes it out of context. But I do think people don't have any room for forgiveness anymore. And I think that forgiveness and then building trust over a period of time can be a really important thing within community, within friendships, within relationships, within families. Now, I'm not saying you have to go back to your fucking abusive family that you've cut off. Absolutely fucking not. Right? So please keep in mind there are so many exceptions to this idea that, but like if somebody just does you wrong and then you're like, nah, no, you're going to end up alone. You're not worth anything. Why are we talking about worth? Like, I don't know if anybody is worth anything. People just make decisions after decisions. They're not sitting there deciding every day whether you're worth their time. That's not what human beings are doing. I'm worth about $25 a month. I put everybody into my spreadsheet and crunch the numbers. Maybe I should start a spreadsheet. Talking about worth feels like the what do you bring to the table talk. It's so gross. I hate it. You just try and be kind to people. Sometimes it's reciprocated. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's reciprocated more. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's reciprocated differently over time. Sometimes it's not. When your friends have babies, they kind of disappear. Shit happens. When your friends get into relationships, they kind of disappear. Your relationship changes. That's okay. It's not a betrayal of trust. It doesn't mean that you're worthless. It just means that they're living their life in a slightly different way. And you either navigate that or you don't. You decide whether to take that personally or you don't. Not everything is about you. Not everything is about people perceiving your worth. Other than me. You better be perceiving my worth right now. Cough up, chat. Sort of. Thank you, Sriracha. Thank you so much for providing the punchline to that joke. I really needed it. Thank you. It's vibes. People work on vibes. People aren't rational. We don't sit and do math about other people. No. I feel like sometimes the men have become trapped in their logic. You know, every single relationship becomes a math problem in which there are some solutions that just don't exist. And that's the same thing with society. Sometimes people want to be able to fix something that is unfixable because it is not a sensible math equation.
Never find such good goop.
Fine, here you go. I'm an ally.
Oh my god, a whole hype train worth of worth?
Wallach gifted a tier 1 sub to Worth. They have given 809 gift subs in the channel.
Mamu said a tier 3 ally for me.
Full-blown house deposit. So
And Digby,
She made me
9
do it,
months.
distress blinking.
She made me do it, distress blinking. Shh, nobody listened to that. Sure, we do math about other people. It's just estimated and not quantified. It's not math, though. I'm trying to get you away from thinking about it logically. Like, think about it qualitatively rather than quantitatively. I went and I got my friend in Stardew Valley a gift. Therefore, this person will now give me a gift and then we will start dating and then we will be able to have a baby because I do this and I put coin in and get emotional labor out. And, okay? And not be left alone at the dance. Stop it. I was always left alone at the dance because I could never decide. Wait a minute. Oh, we're not going into that. But what if we instead think about our interactions like they were monetary exchanges in capitalism? Let's just embrace the neoliberalism. I'm sure that'll work out fine. Yes, fine. Very good. Very good. So great. Chat, in certain situations, you have to get comfortable with giving more. Also, sometimes in life, a certain role appears before you and you just fulfill it because it's comfortable. For example, both my sisters have kids, right? So oftentimes, like if it's one of our parents' birthdays, maybe I do a lot of the legwork because it's something that I have a little bit of time, or at least more time than my sisters, to be able to do. That being said, my sister actually did cook a roast. So, and then she did bake me homemade bread. And at the end of this stream, I am going to have bone broth and a piece of homemade sourdough toast with butter all over it. And you're all going to be so fucking jealous of me because I'm obviously thriving. You're doing math? You're a man. Stop making everything logical. Take a step back, chat. Step away from the equations, okay? Step away from the equations and see if something feels good. It's true, your sibling is disproportionately grateful. Are we not men? We're just innocent men. We're just innocent men experiencing logic, okay? Stop hating us. Just stop hating us. The more you accept you're a part of Twitch, you'll feel more power. Expector, I feel no power here whatsoever. I'm just a girl with a couple of political opinions on the internet who occasionally makes $5 if she bats her eyelids one too many times. I'm an interactive podcast for people who don't want to have conversations and have to look people in the eyes. Sorry if I just personally attacked you. I also personally attacked myself. Incels that grow into inuncles, I mean, it happens, but often incels don't really have that maternal instinct to be wanting to be around children. Oftentimes, anybody who has found themselves in that kind of life don't necessarily find themselves feeling particularly maternal towards children. Also, you have to be a specific kind of evil to like tell a child that they should hate someone of a different gender. And to be fair, there are women and men who do that. Like there are examples of women who have brought up sons to like or brought up daughters to hate men. Right? Because like a lot like
The Sriracha Ace gifted a
thank
tier
you for
1
the
sub to
gifted
normal
sub.
human men. They have given
Right,
16
like-
gift subs in the channel.
there are single parents who can't get past their own hurt and they often rely on their children. And when they do that, it's very unhealthy for those children, and it's really evil. Like, you know, if you're a single parent being like, "Ugh, men are shit," to your children, that's pretty bad. But most of any single mothers that I know oftentimes are doing everything that they can to make sure that their kids have well-rounded relationships with people across the spectrum. Let's see how long you can hold your breath for. No. Unless you're a billionaire and you're about to give me like $100 a second. No karaoke today? No, I'm about to start it. I'm about done talking. I think this has been enough real talk. You should be proud of me because I've done like 3 hours of real talk. You can validate me now and say that I did really good conversations for you all, and you're so lucky to have such a good streamer like me. Okay, I need validation. I need narcissism points. Can I have narcissism points, please? 2.5, some of that was folding towels, but I was talking at the same time. I got extremely angry once. At me? Not at me. God, not me. Me? Was it me? It was me, wasn't it? Was it me? Are you going to cover the Queensland local election soon, or is that too small beans? You mean the one that happened? It's just irrelevant to most people on this platform. I came from the Erica raid and you did well enough talking to me to follow and want to come back, but I haven't said anything to you. Dude, what the fuck, John? Until now. I'm about to sing. So that will be a little bit more closer to Erica content than what I just did too. Sorry you didn't solve any equations? You had a non-joke clip-worthy moment, did I?
Boy!
I'm rich.
Dane_ gifted a tier 1 sub to CMDR Pain.
Oh my God, we're over halfway to a little dancey dance.
The only time I feel a little bit doomer is when people go, I hate humans. Because at the core of progressive beliefs is a focus on community and the...
Gotta make sure I edit out those pauses, but yeah, okay. Oh, it's just a clip. I'll post it. Potentially. I've mentioned to you before that your "no one deserves anything" comment changed a lot of my outlook. Another such thing you said is that Mini Pics say something generally about, let's say, men, and I feel offended and compelled to exclude myself from the group. The comment probably wasn't about me in the first place, but you get the idea. Yeah, I absolutely. I think that's one of the hardest things about navigating society today is people go, ugh, men, right? And it's very hard to not take that personally. Sometimes. Like, even me. Like, even say, like, if, like, a girlfriend said something like, oh, God, women are so bitchy, I struggle. Like, I have to address within myself that she's not talking about me. Hey, that's mean, Tasty. I've been trying to educate Rhizome on Aussie politics. So far, I think he thinks Australia is real, or we are basically big Texas. I would have a conversation with Rhizome. I don't often like do co-stream, but that could be kind of funny. I would do that. I could try and explain Australian politics to Rhizome. That would be kind of funny. Perhaps. Have you ever done a podcast? I have. We have a podcast. Our next episode is coming out on Friday, Our podcast is called Girl Dozer. Don't forget to go and subscribe to the Patreon. This week's episode is fucking funny. Ask Louis. Louis got a pre-copy because he's been making some TikToks. It's fucking funny. The Patreon episode of Girl Dozer this week includes a conversation with my dad. Don't ask how that happened. It was kind of funny. So if you are a Patreon member of Girl Dozer, anyway, Joe and I are pretty committed to the podcast because we think we are absolutely hilarious and we do think it is our path to enough fame to make a difference. Also, we just want to be famous and pretty. We don't actually care about anything. It's a joke, but it will be a long-running one. We unironically talk about that because mental illness. I don't want to. Joe is so cool. Joe is the coolest. And Joe and I vibe in the right way for a podcast that it makes it very, very, very funny. And this episode, I think, is our best one yet. We went into it without a plan and it was just... But we did have a problem in which we lost half an hour of content because my OBS stopped recording and we don't know why. And so then we had a bit of a mental breakdown and that was kind of sad. But then we pulled it back together and we did it again. So, yeah. But yes, don't forget to go subscribe to the Patreon if you want to see the uncut version. Knowing you probably clicked stop and didn't realize. I did not. Okay, chat, song requests are open. Nobody's allowed to talk about anything deep or political or anything. I'm tired. I've been awake many hours. I'm tired. And nobody's allowed to say anything now. You all just have to be chill. You're okay. You're all right. So worried about my dog. I know she's just going to drop dead at any given point, and I'm so unprepared. You okay? Would you maybe like to, maybe, do you know what? Maybe she'd like to lick a spoon of honey. That might be nice. Come on. Try. Look. Try. You don't want it? Look. You see a treat. Look. You don't want it? 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 It's a treat.
I don't think she wants it.
You don't want to try?
I don't think she wants it. This is good. See, I don't like it when Pixel doesn't want to eat. Like,
You want to try? Look. Try. Try some. You don't want any?
see, I'm worried she doesn't feel very well because her tail's down.
Try some.
It's more about the honey potentially coating her throat because she's coughing a bit and
You don't want any? You don't want to try? Okay. You don't have to have any.
it's okay. I got her tail to go up. You good girl? You good girl. Honestly. Oh, now it's back down. Wait, she might need to pee too. Hold on.
Do you want to go outside, do boobies? Come on.
Okay, she did wheeze. I feel okay. I don't think she's going to drop dead right now. But I am dealing a little bit better. It's fine. I am a good mum. I have been a good mum. I have been good.
My town was a wasteland, full of cages, full of fences, pageant queens and big pretenders. But for some it was paradise. My boy was a montage, a slow motion love potion, jumping off things in the ocean. I broke his heart 'cause he was nice. He was sunshine, I was midnight rain. He wanted it comfortable, I wanted that pain. He wanted it bright, I was making my own name, chasing that fame. He stayed the same, all of me changed like midnight. It came like a postcard, Picture perfect, shiny family, holiday, peppermint candy. But for him, it's every day. So I peer through a window, deep portal, time travel, all the love we unravel, and the life I gave away. 'Cause he was sunshine, I was midnight rain. He wanted it comfortable, I wanted that pain. He wanted it bright, I was making my own name, chasing that fame. He stayed the same, all of me changed like midnight rain. He wanted it comfortable, I wanted that pain. He wanted it bright, I was making my own name, chasing that fame. He stayed the same, all of me changed like midnight. I guess sometimes we all get just what we wanted, just what we wanted. And he never thinks of me, except when I'm on TV. I guess sometimes we all get some kind of haunted, some kind of haunted. And I never think of him, except on midnights like this.
Thank you for the roses, Sanguinarian Warlock. Thanks, Jazz. Thanks, Newt. Thanks, follow. Hey, ooh.
No Body, No Crime by Girl Logic Tongue.
Ha.
Estee's a friend of mine. We meet up every Tuesday night for dinner and a glass of wine. Estee's been losing sleep. Her husband's acting different and it smells like infidelity. She says that ain't my Merlot on his mouth. That ain't my jewelry in a joint account. No, there ain't no doubt. I think I'm gonna call him out. She says, I think he did it, but I just can't prove it. I think he did it, but I just can't prove it. I think he did it, but I just can't prove it. No, nobody, no crime, but I ain't letting up until the day I die. No, no, I think he didn't. No, no, he didn't. SD wasn't there Tuesday night at Olive Garden, at a job or anywhere. He reports his missing wife. I noticed when I passed his house, his truck has got some brand new tires, and his mistress moved in, sleeps in Esty's bed and everything. No, there ain't no doubt. Somebody's gotta catch him out, 'cause I think he did it, but I just can't prove it. I think he did it, but I just can't prove it. I think he did it, but I just can't prove it. No, nobody, no crime, but I ain't letting up until the day I die. No, no, I think he didn't. No, no, he didn't. Good thing my daddy made me get a boating license when I was 15. And I've cleaned enough houses to know how to cover up a scene. Good thing Esty's sister's gonna swear she was with me. Good thing his mistress took out a big life insurance policy. They think she did it, but they just can't prove it. They think she did it, but they just can't prove it. She thinks I did it, but she just can't prove it. No, nobody, no crime. I wasn't letting up until the day he. No, nobody, no crime. I wasn't letting up until the day he. No, nobody, no crime. I wasn't letting up until the day he died. Thank you, Anonymous, for the request. I hope I did okay.
This is a full-blown house deposit, so...
Real talk, you.
Bundle, 76 months, thank you. I accidentally hit enter. Oh, I thought you were being like, you know, what do you call it? Just like you were just being obvious about the gravitas that it is how good I am. Yeah, that too. Perfect. Thank you for the 76 months. Chat, I'm going to try a new song. I don't actually know how it goes very well.
Stars and miles, hugging up Griffin, thinking about who was sad and what didn't. Get said in the Midwest, wish I could tell you now. I wrote you a note, but I didn't send it. 'Cause that's the best method about what you don't really understand. I am stars in my eyes.
I'm gonna have to learn this more before I even try.
Bare feet.
There's only one bit of this song that I know. Hold on.
Do you think about it? Do you contemplate where we came from? Lately we've been making out a lot, not talking about the stuff. This is the very heart of things. Do you want children? Do you want to marry me? Do you want to run marathons in Long Beach by the sea? I've got things to do like nothing at all. I want to do them with you. Do you want to do them with me? If you want someone, then just call me up.
Yeah, hold on. I just gotta show you what this is supposed to sound like because it's really fucking pretty and impossible to sing. This bit.
What you doing with your life? Do you think about it? Do you contemplate where we came from? Lately we've been making out a lot, not talking about the stuff that's at the very heart of things. Do you want children? Do you want to marry me? Do you want to run marathons in Long Beach by the sea? I've got things to do like nothing at all. I want to do them with you.
Iconic. We don't talk about the fact that she's problematic.
Do you want children? Do you want to marry me?
I was built by communist fights and deaths. Hey, I literally said, here, you can take a 24-hour ban. Because I literally said, chill. And now you're just literally just trying to, I don't even fucking know what, be annoying. Stop it. Come back tomorrow. Be less annoying. Holly. Down that way.
Moon, a hole of light through the big top 10 up high. Here before and after me, shining down on me. Moon, tell me if I could send out my heart to you, so when I die, which I must do, could it shine down here with you? 'Cause my love is mine, oh mine. I love my mind. Nothing in the world belongs to me but my love, mine, oh mine, oh mine. My baby here on earth showed me what my heart was worth. So when it comes to be my turn, could you shine it down here for her? 'Cause my love is mine, oh mine. I love my mind. Nothing in the world belongs to me but my love, mine, oh mine. Nothing in the world is mine for free but my love, mine, oh mine, oh mine. Thanks for the roses. Thanks for the follows. It's times like these, wish I had a time machine so I could see what you did. October 13th at 10:15. Were you really asleep or were you lying to me and the family? There's no us in us when I'm lacking trust. You wanna discuss that? Oh, you disgust me. Don't make me cuss you out. Why do you let me down? Don't say sorry now. 'Cause thanks to you, I can love right. I get nice guys and villainize them. Read their texts like they're having sex right now. Scared I'll find out that it's true. And if I do, then I blame you for every worst that I assume. When I'm 45, someone calls me their wife and he fucks our lives in one selfish night. And don't find forgiveness as fast as mom did. And God, I love you, but you're such a dipshit. Please fucking fix this.
Community, keep it.
'Cause you were all I looked up to. Now I can't even look at you.
Okay. Evan, thank you for the 15 months and the 5 gifted subs. That's very kind. You okay, Pixel? Okay. I don't know what you mean by that, Vay. That sentence is an error in my head. I mean, Vay, sure. I mean, I think I do think that there are men like that, for sure. Thanks, Expector. I think there has to be a level of trust. It's just you get to know a person and you trust them or you don't. I absolutely dated somebody in the past that I wouldn't trust as far as I could throw them in regards to exes. Because some people just, they're not willing to like do that. Give names? Lol. Never. I know some people like that, they're not young. Yeah, same. Thank you, Tasty. I suppose that the idea of getting a partner or married is not having to give up the booty call contacts, but want to. Yeah, that's the idea. It's like people either make a choice to do that or they don't. I think if people get married and then keep people on the side, I think that's literally disgusting. Unless it's like a poly situation where it's like some sort of ethical conversation that people are having. But even then, I think it's very difficult to pull off. Same. It's like,
How do you know if you've done everything right? Is it the love you have at hand, or the cash you kiss at night? How do you know if it was worth it in the end? Did every second really count, or were there some you should have spent on anything but anyone you love? Is this the life that you were dreaming of? A movie night, a yellow light, you're slowing down, and days are adding up. So don't waste the time you have waiting for time to pass. It's only a lifetime, it's only a while. It's not worth the anger you felt as a child. Don't waste the time you have waiting for time to pass. It's only a lifetime, that's not long enough. You're not gonna like it. sake of someone's name, I'm unprepared for my loved ones to be gone. Call them way too often now, worry way too much about everyone. So don't waste the time you have waiting for time to pass. It's only a lifetime, it's only a while. It's not worth the anger you felt as a child. Don't waste the time you have waiting for time to pass. It's only a lifetime, it's not long enough. You're not gonna like it without any love, so don't waste it. It's family and friends, and that's the truth. The fountain doesn't give you back your youth. It's staying up too late at night and laughing under kitchen lights so hard you start to cry. Don't waste the time you have waiting for time to pass. It's only a lifetime, that's not long enough. You're not gonna like it without any love, so don't waste it.
That paragraph doesn't make sense to me, but sure. Chat, some people are trustworthy, some people are not. As long as you know what you're dealing with, then you can make your decisions around it. I just wouldn't try and change somebody that is untrustworthy, would be my suggestion. Someone's actions will always show what they will prioritize. Not their words. Which is why people I know prioritize sleep. Me, I should prioritize sleep. Speaking of ethics around relationships and human desires, it took me a number of days, but I got through the ContraPoints video. I know a lot about Twilight now. Probably too much about Twilight. Twilight's kind of fucked. I do want to watch that video, but it's 3 hours long, so it's probably not stream viable. But I do love that Contra just puts out a 3-hour documentary once a year now. It's so dense. It's so dense. All right, let's see who's online. Chat, I'm back tomorrow. I might be early as well. I have a meeting in the middle of the day. But I intend to get up early and walk Pixel before the meeting. And I might start stream a little early. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I do not know. We shall find out. It's a big nose rub. It was itchy. The fuck? Don't call me out like that. More secret conspiracy meetings. I'm just doing some work for DreamHack. nothing super conspiratory at this. It's nothing's. It's yeah, nothing. I'm just trying to get some stuff off the ground. Oh, it's true. I'm actually a spy. And these are spy meetings. That's actually the truth. Worst spy ever. Oh my god, I can't believe I just admitted it. I'm not a spy. Chat, let's raid tofu. Let's see if I get the right one. Yes. Chat, be kind to yourselves. I'm going to have some soup and some toast for dinner. I am excited for soup and toast. Thank you for the subs. Thank you to Agent, especially, who and the other people who donated, who helped me decide not to be poor. I'm extremely grateful. Coming into the wedding, because I've had a lot of time off. So I'm grateful, very grateful. No, thank you for hanging out. I enjoyed our conversations tonight, even though some of them were very heavy. I think they were good convos. I always like it when I get the chance to be a little ranty. Be kind to yourselves. Okay? I should probably take my own advice a little here. Bye.